Coaches, I want to welcome you back to Big Drew of the World. I'm picking up from where I left off 2 weeks ago, talking how to buck. All right. First, I want to start out the video. I want to give a shout out to Rich Hargett. If you're a guy who likes to get in and likes to study football, I'm big into his stuff. I'd probably help pay for, maybe a child or something to at least get some daycare or something with the amount of books I bought off of him. I actually put, as I look for books here, I just got a couple that I put on the cover for this YouTube thumbnail. Some of the stuff that I would go check out. That's Rich Hargett, spelled Hargitt. He's a coach out in, I won't say Idaho. It's one of those Midwestern, like way out there states. As I talked to y'all, probably don't even know where Alta Vista or Naruna, definitely don't know where Naruna, Virginia is, where I currently coach. Alta Vista, where I teach. Now, what does RPO football look like? Okay, RPO football for me, where I started with the RPO. I wanted to get into it when I was working on the air raid, when I worked on some stuff that Rich Hargett did. All right, this was my go-to RPO. All right, for us, we were going to run our inside zone. We called it, oddly enough, inside zone, but for us it was duo. All right, I'm going to draw it up against a 42. So I would want a combo here, a double team working here to the backside linebacker, boom, boom. I want him to come down here. All right, I want that back to hit right there behind, and I promise we will get to Buck in a second. We want him to hit right there behind. And then I've turned it into basically triple option football here. All right, my quarterback's first read, dive read would be here. He would attack. He would bubble. We would block out there. Then he would read this guy. And I'm going to tell you what. I can tell you right now with this type of triple option, old school triple read, I had a stud right there for 2 years. And I'll shout him out. Ethan Reynolds from Chatham High School was an absolute stud. And he made me look like a genius on that read a ton of times. We messed with people, and it was fun. Tried it with other quarterbacks who weren't as studs, and it looked like garbage to put two reads on a play. And I felt bad, because I just thought that was the easiest read in the world. We also, off that inside zone play, could also come down here and run the now back in and read the same guy. So we had done that, and it made life easy for me to call RPOs when I had Ethan back there throwing and judging how we were going to run the rock. Now, what ends up happening here, I don't like those play side triple option type reads off the RPO now as much anymore. I'm much more of a guy who's going to go to the backside. I'm much more of a guy now who's going to read a second level defender and take that run read away from my quarterback. All right. So for me, what does Buck give us? All right. Number one, Buck is coming to you. For me as a spread guy, I'm going to do it out of 20 personnel. All right. You can do this out of 11. You can do it out of 21. Let's do it out of 20 personnel here. All right. So typical Buck, I'm going to go here. 4-2. I'm just giving you a 4-2. I feel like everybody draws everything up against 4-2. I probably said that too. All right. So here for us, pull, back, weekend. Here, or we can work him out to there, wrap around outside there. Either way, okay? But you see the action we're going for. I'll actually do that, and that way we'll get the backside read. So a couple things we can do. So off of this, usually we'll have this backside end being red. Off of the backside, I would lock this. And I would play my read man if I'm going to go in the RPO game to that backside linebacker. So it takes you run away. So it takes that run read away. But what it does, when this linebacker IDs that guard right there pulling, boom, I have a feeling he's going to flow over. That sort of settles. I like stick on the backside. I'm going to settle up, run stick, and settle down in there and just sort of find the hole. And that gives your quarterback a nice, easy read off of that. Also off of it, if you want to go to the play side, because I'm just picking on that linebacker once he disappears. We used to pick on guys depending on leverage here with slants, okay? I loved it more of a 3-by-1 look, but if he was going to play outside leverage here with that slant, he goes, bam, there we go. Play side off of that, just to give you a little RPO mix here. We're going to mess with that backside inside linebacker. He's going to be our fish. He's going to be the guy that we pick on. I want to use this as well. You want a good play side read here. All right. I'm going to show you how to mess this H or tight end in the game. All right. Let's say we put the tight end. We want to run looking more like a dangling CT here. Let's say we want to run out 21 personnel. You're saying, Coach, I thought you said you were spread. All right. I'm going to give you a 50 look at tight end look. That's just me. All right. So off of this, if we want to mess with the top play side, okay. Still blind, still pulling. Normally I have to, how we would bucket. Down. Down. This takes away our crack exchange we would normally have here. I have to take that center, cut off back here. You can also read this guy if you want off the 52. I want to send that H down. I prefer to send him wider and down right there. So my tight end works down. He disappears here. Guard wraps outside right there. I prefer that. You can also put this guy over here. You get your crack exchange, and there goes your buck again. While I'm talking crack exchange, he'd be here. He'd be rolling here. One way you can do it with this tight end or with this H is instead of having them blocked down, is just flip them out. Right here again, we see the guards pull, guard pull. If I'm that linebacker, I'm getting a downhill read right there. So what you do is you just bluff him off. Linebacker fills. There you go. Little nice play side buck sweep RPO. Tell me what you do in the comments. All right. For me, I like to stick to the backside. I like the little pop to the play side. Tell me what you do in the comments. Coaches, I'm going to give you a heads up now. In 2 weeks, I just got done filming it. I'm excited to welcome Coach Tatum from Walkerton, North Carolina. He's the offensive line coach and offensive coordinator down there. I'm excited to hear him talk on counter. I invited him onto the show. I'm going to be on his show in a few weeks. I'm excited to see how that works out. I think, it was some exciting stuff. I'm excited for it in 2 weeks, so make sure you mark your calendars. For Saturday here, that'll be not February, March 2nd. Saturday, March 2nd, Coach Tatum coming on Bigs Rule the World. Till next time, coaches, remember, Bigs rule the world.